Alright, hi again. So in this video we're going to go through how to install uh, some of the required programming languages in order to get the pipeline to work. So what's good to know is that if you're using Mac OS X or most distributions of Unix, you probably already have the versions of Python, Perl, and the GCC compiler either easy to install or are already there. However, for Mac users, I'm going to recommend installing the latest version of XCode. And so XCode is a development environment, sort of one big giant package for every development environment on OS X. And it definitely includes Python, Perl, and GCC and sets them up in a very uniform way. So this, and let's click here and we'll view it in the App Store. And that should fire up. So I've already installed it, but if you click here, you may have to sign up for an account for the Mac store, but it will definitely, that is the simplest and easiest way to get these all configured on your system for the novice. Alternatively, you can find these things by going to this website here, where there's plenty of resources of getting Python, the latest version of Python on your Unix-based system. Perl has its own website for downloading their latest version, and for Windows, we're going to recommend that Windows users use this Strawberry Perl. Finally, the GCC compiler has a number of versions. Generally, I'd say most of them will work, and it's not really used all that much in the pipeline, and you might be okay without it. But if you do need to update the version, this is the website you go to, and there's plenty of documentation here on how to do that. So once you've taken one of those options and gone through the whole installation process, you need to figure out you can test whether these things are installed correctly or whether they're available to you from the command line, and you do this by using the which command. So which, and what this does is search for something that's sort of readily available to you on the command line. And so, for instance, if I said I wanted to know if my computer has Perl here, I say which Perl, and then hit enter, and it will tell me that my version of Perl, or the executable for my version of Perl, is in user/bin/Perl. And I can do the same for Python, and then user bin Python, and finally which GCC. And this time it's in a little bit different place. It's developer user bin GCC. But if you can do that, you definitely have them, and you're definitely ready to go. So you should take a few moments and get yourself set up in that respect, and then I'll talk to you in the next video about installing another required software that we integrate with, and that's called Pathway Tools from SRI International.